Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Packers and the Bengals, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The CD, the Bengals, they're back for the second time in 3 years, looking for that first ever Super Bowl title.
Can you believe they're 0-3 in the big game? 2 losses to the Niners in the 80s, 2 really tough ones, and a loss to the Rams in 2022. Their motivation, sky high. They're ready to bring that first title back to Cincinnati.
And meanwhile, for the Packers, not many could have predicted they'd make it back to this Super Bowl, but everything has gone their way, and they search for what would be their second title of the millennium.
And that title? Super Bowl 45 in Dallas, or actually Arlington, Texas, so I don't get in trouble with the locals, over Pittsburgh. A proud franchise continuing to find ways to get to the big game.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
Able to power through. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Xavier McKinney. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And it's fielded at the 34. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Okay, right?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Let's go, charge!
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good. If he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Bengals will get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
11.
They'll run on first down with Moss. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. They'll go again here with Moss. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Moss. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter. A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They had a good chance to get the first points of the game on the board, but what a great job defensively, getting a hand in there, knocking it away, and preventing that first touchdown.
They'll look to run with Moss. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. Nixon now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Aiming for Jacobs. He's got him, reeling it in on the out route. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On play action. Love to throw. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. Throwing. Love. Flush to his right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Love. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have the Packers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Play fake. Here's Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight line.
That's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson from 3 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Cincinnati set to take over once again. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now Burrow to throw on second down. Now a short one to Gesicki. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 3rd and 1, Burrow able to find Higgins. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end, and now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Okay, there's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love eluding the pressure right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Going back to Love. He gets that one complete to Wicks. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now McManus for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the result, a Green Bay score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They'll start on the ground with Moss. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Now Burrow. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
First down, here's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here we go. From the 31, here comes second and a yard. Moss on the give up the middle. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 31 yards. And the Bengals are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
First down, going to the air with Love. And this one too low.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Love now. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Love going to break the huddle. Lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaching.
Now Burrow loses the football. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium. It's Super Bowl 58. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends and whatnot. Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want to catch the football first.
To the air again, Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Ready?
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Bengals have regained the lead in the 2nd half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now on the return.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown. They had just lost the lead. That deficit shouldn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one. That puts him in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Well, that score you just added on the board, will it energize them? Or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
McManus's point after is good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field.
And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Now it's Burrow.
Open man is Chase, complete.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Burrow will throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I
get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much, and you forget the other options that are out there.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's brought down. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Again, it's Burrow. He'll swing this out to Moss. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd and 6 coming up. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He'll dump that one off to Moss. Complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Over middle. That's caught by Chase.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
12.
Here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here comes 2nd down at 5. To throw, Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Now 1st and goal. Now Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Bengals put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's Love and the Packers. Down 28-24. 1:06 to play. A touchdown could win the Super Bowl as they've got a first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And got his man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now Love. Rolling to his right. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he will have a Bengals first down, and it's celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
Here we go. Right, 80.
Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout.
On one, ready?
Bengal Nation rejoice. Cincinnati has given you the Super Bowl title. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.